DUI suspect in Desmond Shaw is live in SkyCal. Yes?
I can't have one night of peace. I gotta come home and do another police chase. Second of the day. Gotta run my ass home. We are delayed on a police chase here. 11 o'clock hour, Desmond Shaw back in the air for KCAL. Is not a 4-star chase.
First we heard about it was 5 at Los Feliz, and then it came down.
I need to take a star off the chase. Okay, there we go.
Around there a little bit. Came back on the freeway, so they're in tracking mode right now, which is why you don't see authorities behind this.
Did you guys get notifications? Were we within 4 hours?
They have the LAPD helicopter overhead.
Sorry,
so we'll
I've
see
been
if
out.
CHP gets involved in this. Get an alleged DUI driver.
Wow, after dark. Wob at the bar for the last 4 hours. Scurries home to do a police chase. Police chase life, you do not choose, it chooses you. Let me get these notifications out. Yes, we are a little delayed on this chase. We're a couple minutes behind. But as you can tell by the time, do we have a clock on the screen? Yeah, we're a couple minutes behind, but
they're just tracking this, and I'm looking at these speeds.
We are police chasing at 11:15 p.m. Pacific time. Once I am able to.
But it is driving fast.
It is driving very fast, Pat. And Desmond's going to reestablish the signal that happens when we go across the Verdugos there. So that's what he's working on.
Mike, I love you, but get off the screen.
Reestablishes that. But you're very right, Pat. Because this is a DUI suspect, because this is not necessarily a person.
What's up, Nutty Gang? While Mike Rogers is on our screen, let me mute him while we reestablish connection and say, boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go chasing. 11:16 p.m. Pacific time on a Monday here in LA. Prime time hour.
Los Feliz area and turned back around and came back north. So going back to kind of where he started.
Mike's been in the newsroom. Thank you. Nice jacket. Yes. I was meeting a buddy out.
They don't generally love.
Just got back in time. We're a couple minutes behind this chase that is currently live here in LA. If there's a standoff, we'll fast forward.
And now he's going back in the opposite direction. So
DUI suspect, 3-star chase, 5 northbound.
This person is doing. She said they're not wanted for a particularly violent crime or a violent crime at all. Right. So
I was at a bar nearby. My buddy was going home because he's from the East Coast and he has work tomorrow. And I'm like, good timing. I got on the scooter and got home in 6 minutes. So we're about 9 minutes behind this chase.
So that's likely where they are headed back, especially northbound on the 5. We first picked this up.
I've been out to dinner for the last 4+ hours here.
So maybe they just want to get back to a neighborhood that they're comfortable with, familiar with, looking to bail.
It's not a drunk hiccup.
And as you know, Pat, we talk about all the time, a DUI, if someone's running like this for a DUI, there's probably something else going on.
And they do have the plates.
5 northbound, Sun Valley, same area we were in before with the standoff chase in Sun Valley.
Right, in their factor.
But this is Newhall passes on the 15.
And they happen to just back off altogether. They can always.
Whoa! Off the freeway.
It's not what anybody wants, and I think
almost in the exact areas before.
Oh, there he is.
Chases pre-chases, indeed. White Dodge Charger. What did I say in the tweet? I think I said black Dodge Charger. It's black in the darkness.
Turned on a very a dark street. You said near the airport, industrial, obviously.
I'm not in the mood for any standoff right now.
Well, this may be familiar. This may be the familiar place that you're talking about, Mike.
Right.
The possibility that this person has actually.
I hope it's not him.
To, where they came from.
He Ubered home from dinners. Ubered home from dinner.
It is really dark.
So the LAPD.
Not a whole lot of street lights up there in Sun Valley.
We don't want Desmond to zoom out because we don't want to lose the car, especially when there's no light on it.
I can hear Des now.
Yeah, through an alley. Des, do you just out the window? Do you see any LAPD?
I'm looking out the window here. Not at the moment, but boy, in this alley driving.
11 o'clock hour. It's the news is online here in Los Angeles. 11:18 p.m.
Really crazy.
DUI suspect.
Might have the sunroof open as well.
I don't see any red and blues engaged. So this might be airship overhead. That's night sun overhead.
Re-engage. I mean, they might be getting worried that the suspect's getting ready to get out and run, which is why they might have just flashed their spotlight on to kind of clue the authorities to their exact location.
Man, we are in Ejectocito territory. We're not engaged with red and blues here.
Freeway at Hollywood Way, if this is where they're wanting to get out and run, ditch the car, or whatever. But right through the stop signs there. Fortunately, not too many people out here now at this late hour, but just really, really dark streets.
And you know what?
Why is the street blue? Why is it so blue?
You know, Des, I was going to say, and this is almost like a playbook when they make these kinds of moves. Sometimes they realize that they don't have
Paint Monster, J Rich, everyone else that's
so they can ditch the car.
CW degrade. What?
Make a run for it because they don't see anybody right behind them.
Thank you to everyone resubscribing to the channel.
When you said that they show them the light on them, that could be telling law enforcement.
That's right. We're still technically live because we're only a couple of minutes behind Chase right now.
Well, no, I think they were probably trying to clue them in because now that we're off the freeway too, CHP is probably not going to be interested in this. A lot of times, whenever they get asked to pick up a pursuit for something that's not like a violent crime, like a stolen vehicle or reckless driving or something, and especially if it's off the freeway, CHP is just going to say we're not interested. And I don't know that for sure, but now that's just what I suspect.
These chases have to qualify nowadays. That was a solid red light he just blew through.
Really careful with this big heavy.
This is not a replay.
It's definitely got some straight line speed, fairly luxurious car, but nothing crazy in the way of handling or anything. So
we are live in LA.
Make a turn there going that fast, you could lose control of this car pretty quickly. But just circling around the same area though, Arcola Avenue, San Fernando Road, right on the edge here of Sun Valley as the suspect gets ready to go right underneath us here. But so we'll see if LAPD is going to be the ones to re-engage if they're still interested in this. I'm still hearing the helicopter talk about it. It sounds like they want to get some units engaged in this, but there's nobody behind the suspect at the moment, and they don't have the spotlight on either. They don't want to kind of agitate the suspect anymore, so it could be very easy for them to lose this vehicle if they don't move in either with the spotlight from the air or move in from the ground. And
you haven't seen anything, obviously, recently with them, no one behind this vehicle. So that would be the only way they could keep track of them is with the helicopter overhead and, of course, your helicopter. Okay. Are they putting on those brake lights?
There we go. Out and running.
Right. Ejectocito.
Out and that's it.
And we're gone.
So off of, so now they got the light on because now they definitely want to move the authorities in. And
there's units on the right side of the screen rolling up. We're running across the street. Multiple units in pursuit. I thought the red and blues weren't engaged.
On multiple streets very well. Now running into the yard here.
They are on his ass in the night sun is overhead.
As they get ready to surround this home off of DeGarmo Avenue and Lawrence Street in Sun Valley. And boy, this is some homeowners probably going to get a rude awakening here by.
He got across that street fast. That was not one of those sign situations where the alien walks past the street.
He's complying, so we'll see if we can come around to the other side. They might have him on the ground.
Oh, that's good. Now he's hoping that maybe not. The homeowner has their doors and windows locked. It's cold outside tonight, though, so they probably wouldn't have a window open. But we see a number of officers moving in, Daz. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to have control of this situation right here. Just, of course, ended up going to the side of the house.
I was watching that Kings game at the bar.
Here, so bear with us, but
we would be discussing Nuggets basketball, not Kings basketball.
Lots of inconveniently placed trees in Los Angeles.
They did not win.
Well, he was running better than he was driving.
Yeah, that's true.
But he was running almost as fast as he was driving because he was pretty quick getting out of that vehicle.
And I
replay on the right side of the screen of the Ejectocito.
Works so well. Those officers were still
Bye-bye.
very much
into the alley. Then he pops out the other side.
How do you think that happened, guys? Do you think they just knew that with the chopper overhead they were going to stick around? Maybe out of sight, but still in the area.
Yeah, I think it also
listen, if DeRozan catches that ball on the slash at the end, we're talking about the Kings coming through in the clutch. But he fumbled it.
Saturate the area a little bit, and look at that. You already got a whole team of officers.
I was going to say, quite a bit.
A pursuit? Wait.
Okay.
There was an on-air pursuit tree reference?
This one here. They just call the code 4 all clear, so they're in handcuffs down
When?
there somewhere in the darkness under the trees.
Okay, we're code 4 on this chase. You're saying they said pursuit tree?
There's probably going to get a rude awakening here by a sudden commotion at this late hour.
I want to hear a pursuit tree.
LAPD sirens and cops yelling for somebody to come out. We'll see if they're
Code 4. Drop your 4s in the
I
chat.
think I just heard him say he's complying, so we'll see if we can come around to the other side. They might have him on the ground.
Oh, that's good. I was hoping that
There better be a pursuit tree reference in this stream, otherwise I'm going to be pissed at the person that commented about it.
It's cold outside tonight, though, so they probably wouldn't have.
Stop lying in the
I see
chat.
a number of officers moving in, Daz. Okay.
Stop laughing, Des.
I think they're going to have control of this situation right here. Just, of course, ended up going to the side of the house that takes us the longest to get around here. So
There's a pursuit tree in the way.
The suspect in handcuffs here shortly.
Lots of inconveniently placed trees in Los Angeles.
Oh, that's the pursuit tree.
Yeah.
Well, he was running better than he was driving.
Yeah, that's true.
Mike Rogers was, okay, I'll give you partial credit. Whoever referenced the pursuit tree in the chat. He didn't say the words pursuit tree, but there's always a tree in the way.
Very much in place to be able
A lot
to
of
jump in as soon as this
inconvenient
guy got
trees
out.
in Los Angeles.
You think they just knew that with the chopper overhead, they were going to stick around? You know, maybe out of sight, but still in the area?
Yeah, I think it also helps that the guy was going in circles. He wasn't really leaving the neighborhood very much, so that gave those officers, you know, he wasn't doing 120 miles an hour away from him. They were able to kind of saturate the area a little bit, and look at that, you already got a whole team of officers.
I was gonna say.
Here. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, really good coordination from officers on this one here. They just call the code 4 all clear, so they're in handcuffs down there somewhere in the darkness under the trees. Don't have them at the moment here, but sounds like this one is finished.
Well, that's one way to get over a hangover for driving under the influence, I suppose. All right, thank you so much, Desmond.
Oh, it's comedy hour here on KCAL. All right. That's one way to get over the hangover. We're so used to chases at this point that we can make jokes during the broadcast. All right, friends. That's going to do it for chases tonight. CBC. We had a chase earlier today after a couple weeks of no chases, and we get 2 in one day. Choppers go into the air when there are chases, and they stay in the air. I do need to hydrate before tomorrow's show. I'll tell you that much. I'm about to go chug more water than even a camel would find acceptable. But gotta be prepared for tomorrow's show at 10 a.m. Okay. I'm leaving.